Gardner-Webb head coach Trey Lamb. The team is coming off a shutout victory at Tennessee Tech. They got Charleston Southern at home this week, win, and they are the coach. They share the championship and get the automatic bid to the FCS playoff. So, Coach, thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, it was a great win Saturday. Defense played unbelievable, probably the best since I've been here in 3 seasons. 18 tackles for loss, scored twice on defense. Special teams were really good. We never went for it on fourth down, didn't have any turnovers, made them drive the field. We punted a lot and backed them up and had 6 punts down inside the 20. Just a huge day for field position and turnovers, and we did what it took to win the game. And I'm just very proud of our defense for the way they stood tall and played against those guys. So really good performance. And then, this week, this is the second year in a row we're hosting a championship game in our stadium here at Spangler. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon for football, 1:00 kick. I can't wait to see our fan base and our student section show up. We're going to have a lot of people here. It's going to be a very exciting day with the trophy ceremony after the game, and really happy for our seniors to earn this opportunity. We've earned it to have a home championship game. We've done what it takes on the field, and our kids deserve a lot of support Saturday. So it's going to be a great day.
Thanks, Coach. We'll go to some questions. Jacob is with us. You go first, Jacob. Go ahead.
Good morning, Coach. I was going to ask, you got up early, 14-0, and against Bryant, you kind of let that lead get away. What did you do differently in this last game to kind of build on that lead and push it out instead of letting the other team claw back into it?
Yeah, we didn't turn the ball over. Against Bryant, we turned it over twice in the third quarter, and we went for it on a 4th and 2 and didn't make it. So probably played a little smarter as a head coach. First and foremost, I didn't think they'd score much on us. I wanted to make them drive the field and take long fills and put together drives. I didn't think they could do it against our personnel defensively. So it had a lot to do with that. Bryant came out with a kind of a different plan after halftime and slung it around a little bit. And we obviously helped that, giving them some short fields and turning the football over. So really just playing it a little closer to the vest, making them earn it, and playing to our strengths right now as a football team.
Yeah. When your pregame interview with Mr. Dave on the radio said you challenged your secondary and defensive players, and they came up with 2 pick sixes. How do you think they responded to that challenge, and how do you hope that carries over into this coming week?
Yeah, we're going to need it again this week. Just, proud of we went back to the basics defensively of what we're good at, how have we excelled in the past, and kind of used that for that game plan. And we wanted our guys to be able to play fast, know what to do, and win at the point of attack. And we did that at all 3 levels on the defense: defensive line, linebacker on the perimeter, and then in the back end, we challenged them. And it was just a really good performance by our guys.
Yeah, just a couple more questions. Charleston Southern's been an up-and-down team this year, but they do have some talent in their running back and the quarterback, who's a local kid from Shelby, I believe. So what stands out to you about them, and what are you going to have to do to be successful on Saturday?
Well, we know how big of a game this is for them. This is their Super Bowl. They've got a brand-new coach. This would be a statement win for him in his new program, kind of like we had to do in year 1 here. They're in the same spot, so they got nothing to lose, which is a scary team to prepare for. But we can't play this close to the vest. We can't ease our way into this. We got to go play with aggression. We got to go play to win and go take it because we know it's not going to be handed to us. They got a more than capable football team. I know they're young. They got a lot of new players, and coach is in his first year. I think he's going to do a great job there. But they're more than capable of beating us, no question about it. They've been very good at times. They beat Tennessee State. They played William and Mary very close. They're a very active team on defense. They played Clemson very close till the half. So we know what we're up against. This is not going to be an easy football game, and our kids know that, and we're preparing every day like it's a playoff game. But the last 4 games for us have been playoff games, and we've won all 4. So we knew we had to win all 4. We knew we had to win out after our loss to Tennessee State. There wasn't going to be a 2-loss team get in. And we found a way to get it done, and our kids deserve a lot of credit, and our coaches deserve a lot of credit. So we're excited more for the opportunity than anything Saturday afternoon.
All right, Coach, I appreciate it. That's all from me.
Obviously, Coach, you want to play your best at the end of the season. It seems like your team is really coming to stride and playing your best now. Can you just talk about that evolution from where you are at the beginning to where you want them to be?
Well, I'll tell you this: we schedule a lot of Group of Five and Power Five football games. I've played 8 in 3 seasons here. We played 3 last year, 2 this year. So our record at the beginning of the year looks awful, and it just does. That's just part of it. It's what we have to do here. That's part of it. I took the job. I knew that was part of it. But I will tell you this: it helps us play better down the stretch. We won 6 straight last year. We've won 4 straight this year in October and November to finish the seasons. And I think that has a lot to do with playing a tough schedule early. We've played Elon twice in two years. They're a good football team. Austin Peay is a top 25 team. Eastern Kentucky is a perennial playoff powerhouse. And then you throw App State, East Carolina in there. I mean, we're playing good people. And I think our kids understand, hey, when you watch the film early in the year and you're playing this talent, and as big as these teams are and as old as these teams are and as fast as these teams are, and then you get late in the year, you're like, okay, we can beat these guys. We've been up against tougher than this. And it's kind of a coaching style we have, and we make it a point of emphasis in the offseason now. We want to be playing our best football at the end of the year. I think that's the true testament of a good team, is it gets better each week. And we are certainly doing that with a freshman quarterback who keeps finding his way, and he's 4-1 as a starter. So just happy for where we're at. But I think the toughness of the schedules in the beginning of the year, the last 2 years, has allowed us to win 6 straight and now 4 straight at the end.
And then you talked about one follow-up. You talked about that, just the playoffs began in this winning streak. Just what's that excitement like with the players? Like, hey, we're going to go win all these games in a row, and you need to, and they've really responded by keeping it rolling.
Yeah, we've tried to take it 1 week at a time, but in the back of our minds, we know we're up against it, and we were up against it, and we stood tall and answered the bell time after time after time. We've kind of got the turnovers under control a little bit. That was killing us early in the year. Didn't give us a chance in a couple games, but I'm just so proud of our seniors. We got a lot of seniors on defense. It's Senior Day Saturday. A lot of guys that I brought in here in my first recruiting class as transfers or freshmen, and it's just going to mean a lot to me Saturday to see this thing come to fruition, and hopefully we can send these guys out with a win and get a good first round playoff opponent and see how much noise we can make. But first things first, we got to take care of a really good Charleston Southern team. I think they're really, really well coached, and they're doing really good things.
Coach, appreciate your time this morning, and best luck this weekend in your final regular season game.
All right. Thank you, guys.